Hi, I'm Dr. Wright, giving you solutions to common everyday problems that we face. And if you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button to your right-hand side. Today we're going to be talking about why the Glovesup protocol can halt the spread of COVID-19 when masks have failed. Let me give you a quote by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who created Sherlock Holmes. His saying was, if you eliminate the impossible, truth will remain, no matter how improbable it may seem. And that's the way you come to a conclusion. You eliminate all the things that are not pertinent to the truth, and what's left over is probably the truth. New York City has a population of nearly 9 million, and they were the epicenter of the COVID-19 problem worldwide. And right now they only have 800 hospitalizations, and that's simply incredible. Contrast this with the city of Miami with 470,000 individuals. They have 994 hospitalizations, which is also incredible, but that's incredible in the wrong sense. Now, what did New York do differently? Many of the citizens were doing the same things that other people did in other cities. They were socially distancing and they were wearing masks, and that did not make a dent in their problem. They still have the coronavirus spreading through New York City like wildfire. But what they did decide to do was they made a different decision. They decided to add wearing gloves to the mask and the socially distancing protocols. And the change was astronomical. The inclusion of gloves was a game changer. You know, there have been some ridiculous comments by some people, some so-called experts, that wearing gloves are not needed and you shouldn't wear them when you go to grocery stores, and you can have more disease and dirt or debris on your hand by using gloves, and all kinds of other nonsensical statements. But even the CDC does not have a direct opinion on whether or not the population should be wearing gloves, but they state that you should wear gloves if you're caring for an infected patient. And to me, that's kind of inverted logic. Statistics says that correlation does not equal causation. And in layman's terms, that just means that just because something points in a certain direction, like so-called facts or pseudo-facts or statistics, doesn't necessarily mean that that's the truth. But if you look at the effect of the mask on the overall number of coronavirus cases, you could erroneously make this correlation that COVID-19 has become worse because of more people wearing masks. But we know that's not the truth. But we still know that masks aren't working. But what happened in New York City isn't a fluke. Wearing gloves was a major influence on their comeback from COVID-19. Now, what may have happened is the fact that the glove, along with the mask and socially distancing, made people more cognizant of all of that. But still, the game changer was when they added gloves into the protocol. Now, what may have happened if 6 or 7 or 8 months ago, in the advent of the coronavirus outbreak, if one of the recommendations had been to wear gloves along with masks, or let's say gloves were the primary thing, could we have vanquished this monster already? It's possible. But here's a note to those of you who are waiting for a vaccine as a savior. A vaccine is only 40% effective, and because of a virus's ability to mutate, this may be another exercise in futility, as has been the mask. A case in point, we've been at it for nearly a century trying to find a vaccine for the common cold and the flu, and the success rate is still 4 out of 10. And in nearly 40 years of trying to find a vaccine for HIV, we still don't have anything for that dreaded disease. Infectious disease Dr. Richard Watkins states that the main mode of transmission of COVID-19 is not through aerosol or airborne, but by people touching their faces. Now, what we know by empirical evidence is that masks are not the answer in stopping COVID-19, both empirically and anecdotally. And I believe that a properly sanitized pair of gloves and sanitizing your hands afterwards is the answer to this problem. Just ask a New Yorker. I'm Dr. Wright. Thank you for watching.